Let's get familiar with navigating the Unity editor. There are 6 main windows. You can change the layout of these like this and rearrange them however you'd like. The project window holds all the assets in your Unity project. This window is a direct reflection of your project folder in your computer's file system. You can manage your files from this window or from the project folder in the same way. Any changes made here are automatically saved. Scene view is where you can place, arrange, and manipulate objects. This view offers a variety of tools and perspectives, allowing you to navigate and edit your scenes from different angles and scales. You can zoom with your trackpad or mouse, rotate objects, move them, resize them, and almost anything you can think of. Game view provides a preview of your experience from the perspective of the active camera. In AR, the user's phone camera is the active camera, so you will need to move the camera around in the scene view to mimic user behavior in your scene. The hierarchy window displays all the game objects present in your experience, organized in a tree structure. You can right-click here to create objects. Child objects can be nested under parents, establishing a clear and manageable structure. When a parent game object is transformed, so is the child. However, when a transform is applied to a child game object, the same does not occur to the parent. Keep in mind, a game object can be a parent and a child at the same time. As you see, now when I move the grass, the snail moves with it, even though they are separate objects. In the hierarchy, you are working in a scene. To create a new scene, you can do that in the project window. By default, Unity will have placed a camera and a directional light here. Scenes are not built to Meadow, but are your local workspace in Unity. Separate scenes can keep things tidy, but in many cases you will only need to work in one. A game object is the basic building block of your experience. A game object can have any number of components attached to it, each one giving it different properties. By default, all game objects have a transform, which gives it a position, rotation, and scale in 3D space. The inspector window allows you to customize these properties, as well as add other components to your selected game object. For example, you can see that it has a mesh renderer. This is the component that Unity uses to render an object on the screen. The final window we will go over is the console window, which displays any messages, warnings, and errors that appear when running your experience. You should always keep an eye on the errors, as they can be integral for debugging and troubleshooting. In most cases, warnings are not important and can be hidden from view by pressing the warning icon, or even cleared away. Now let me introduce play mode. When it is on, whatever is in your scene starts playing. However, while it is on, any changes made in the scene will not be permanent. This can be useful but also frustrating if it is done accidentally. To avoid this, change the play mode tint to distinct color. Now it will be clear to see when play mode is on. Always make sure to save your scene, as this is not done automatically. You are now ready to move on to setting up your project for Meadow.